What's up? It's your girl, Mickey Truth. You tune in to Miss Me With That BS, the realest spot on YouTube for calling out the nonsense. Make sure you tell a friend to pull up and hit that subscribe button and join the fam. Let's get into it.
We definitely see that. So now we're going to move on to that testimony.
That's what I want to hear, because I need to hear what she got to say.
That testimony is, oh my goodness. I just was like, miss, let's be for real.
Make sure y'all like the video, share it, and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, please. All right, here we go.
Speak clearly in the mic. You can get up and put it in your lap too if you like.
Okay. And shout out to Justice as a process.
Thank you. Could you state your name, please?
Annette Harris.
And Ms. Harris, do you know someone or did you know someone by the name of Ziyah Harris?
Yes.
And who is Ziyah to you?
My granddaughter.
Are you her legal guardian?
Yes, I am.
When did you become her legal guardian?
I adopted Ziyah back in 2016.
And that was court work or paperwork filed and all of that to legally adopt her?
Yes, it took a process.
Oh.
Yes.
And back in January of 2024, did Ziyah live with you?
Yes.
I don't want to know the specific address, but what street did you live on?
Bedford.
And is that in the city of Detroit, Wayne County?
Yes, it is.
How long had Ziyah been living with you at that address on Bedford?
By pairing Amazon. Why did Amazon send you 20,000?
Oh, wow. Yeah, basically, ever since I've had her.
Since 2016?
Well, we moved to another house.
Okay. When did you move into the Bedford house?
Let me see. 2019, we moved in that house and then moved in the house that I am now, which is still on Bedford.
Okay. And did Ziyah make those moves with you?
Yes.
And in January of 2024, at that Bedford location, who else lived there?
Just me, the kids. My other daughter lived with me at the other address. But
she already hired, so.
Shannon.
Don't like the line of questions.
Who is Shannon?
My daughter.
And what's her last name?
Harris.
And she lived with you and Ziyah and the other kids at the Bedford location?
At the first Bedford location.
Okay.
Yes.
At that first Bedford location, how many other kids in addition to Ziyah lived there?
My other two, my grandson and my other grandchildren.
Okay. So how many kids total in that house?
So if you got to count, it's too much.
6.
And you and Shannon
Well,
living there?
Shannon, she was there, but she wasn't really like there all the time.
Okay.
She would spend more majority of her time at my house, but actually Shannon had her place out in Clinton Township.
Okay. And when you were there in January of 24, how old was Ziyah at that time?
January 24th, she had 13. She had her birthday in September.
And was she going to school?
Yes, she was.
What school did she attend?
J.E. Clark Preparatory Academy.
And is that also in Detroit?
Yes, it is.
Pause it, Miss Me.
Can you tell us about your morning routine with the kids?
I just feel like it sounds funny. She wants to, say, when he said, was she in school? She like, yes, she was. Like, what you trying to say? You already trying to point the finger at me. It's already giving like she got a guilty conscience to me.
She knows she knows she look bad. She know I gotta find that video. I got a video of her cursing all the kids out because somebody wore the wrong coat. And then you cursed them out like they was people in the street and then talking about, come on, let's pray. You saw that?
I did
that
see
lady
that.
crazy. That lady is crazy.
And I guarantee you, she's trying to like hide something because she said all my grandchildren and Shannon, they probably ain't even supposed to been there on no lease or nothing like that. She got custody of this little girl. Probably come with some,
stipulations.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. She is a foster parent to her other grandchildren, and I don't know too much about fostering a child, but from my understanding, I thought that the boys and the girls can't be in the same room together.
Sure they can.
When they do what is the home visit. Unless that was a big house. Because if you look at some of Nazia's videos, there's a bunk bed there, but who slept where, I don't know. But there was boys, and I'm gonna say boys old enough because they were on the football team, because that was one of the things that a family member, the cousin, said that Ziyah didn't do too many extracurricular activities because that particular cousin wanted to put her in cheer. And the grandmother was like, no. And she was like, well, the boys get to go out. They was like, oh, well, the grandmother was like, oh, well, they could get a scholarship. And the cousin was like, you could get a scholarship for cheer too. And she offered to pay for it in a grandma. Now, this is hearsay. And the grandmother said, the grandmother told her no. And in those text messages, Ziyah did say that it was boring in that house and she don't let her do nothing.
In that hellhole. That's what she said.
And that's exactly what she said. So I believe that piece, what the cousin said, when the grandmother told her that she couldn't that she couldn't be in cheer. And that's the issue too. If she has to, because she used to go to after school and the grandmother pulled her out. Why, I don't know. But she could have kept her there so she could have something to do.
Amber said they even want to smoke with the kid in the high chair. I see that the little baby was in the high chair.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about when she was cursing?
Yeah,
and the baby was looking like, what the hell going on? The baby was looking at the camera like, get me off of this because y'all crazy.
Yes.
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Specifically in Ziyah, getting them to school and things like that.
Sure. Okay. 6 a.m. I get the children up. They usually get up, get dressed, prepare themselves. About 7:15, 7:20, we're basically saying prayer and we're loading up in the car. I'm dropping them off at school at 7:30. Breakfast starts at 7:30, and they like to eat breakfast at school.
And
does
that include Ziyah? You would drop her off at J.E. Clark?
All together, yes.
Now, I want to talk about, let me ask it this way. Did you know someone by the name of Jarvis Butts?
Yes.
And do you see Mr. Butts in the courtroom today?
Oh, here you go.
Why is she looking around like that?
Watch. You gonna holler.
I don't see it.
What?
Do you need glasses?
Yeah, my daughter has my glasses.
Don't make me laugh.
Take a moment to go get her glasses.
Yeah.
Miss me. I know this lady ain't saying she
Hold on,
let
me pause.
I know you.
Oh my God. This is what I'm talking about. That lady is a character. That lady
Did
is a
she
character.
get up and say she need her glasses? She can't see that man 5 feet away from her.
Let me tell you something. As a person that wears glasses since I was 9 years old, you not going on nobody's stand without your eyes. I'm sorry. You're not doing it. Because you need to see what's going on. They may ask you to read something. You can't be sitting there squinting. So you mean to tell me you going to go up on the stand? No, they probably was going to ask you to read some nonsense because you know within yourself you a liar. Stuff got to be verified. You went up there without your eyes? That's when I threw her out. I said, I can't.
You mean to tell me this lady up there saying she need her glasses to see if he in the building?
She needs her glasses. Talking about the daughter got her glasses. Ain't nobody gonna have my eyes. My eyes gonna be on my face. Ain't nobody gonna have my eyes. That lady, something is wrong with her. Something is wrong with her. But she had her first child when she was 12. So I'm gonna just let that sit on your spirit.
I can't believe this lady.
You in shock. Right, she looking around. And then he hiding. Somebody should have popped him on the back of his neck. Look at him hiding.
Hiding.
God know where to keep me, because I'd have been like, he right here.
Yes. Thank you.
Playing with them people in this goddamn court. Gonna bring her glasses. I know you lying.
Right. Peace music.
Hey, music.
And you can just stand up and take another look.
Okay. Yes.
Do you see Mr. Butts in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Could you point to him and identify a piece of clothing that he's wearing?
Blue uniform with the blue line.
For the record, the witness has identified Charles Butts, the defendant, in this matter.
So reflected.
And may I approach the witness again, Judge?
Yes.
I'm approaching with what's already been admitted as People's 9. And Ms. Harris, do you recognize the person in that photo?
Yes.
And who is that person?
Jarvis Butts.
And is that the same person you've identified in court here today?
Yes.
The acting is killing me.
And Ms. Harris, how did you know Mr. Butts back in January of 2024?
He's the father of my daughter's children.
And is that daughter Shannon Harris?
Yes.
Okay. How many kids do they have together?
5.
And would he come around your house on Bedford in January or the months leading up to January?
Whenever he did come, he would always pull up in a white truck, and Shannon would go out to the car, and they would sit and talk or whatever. But he would very rarely come in my house.
And during that time when he would come around and sit in his car, was there any times that he would interact with Ziyah that you saw?
Not,
Look at her,
not
just
that I
lying.
remember, no.
Okay. Now I want to talk specifically about January.
'Cause why
9th.
wouldn't he
You
interact with
described your morning routine with the kids. Did you follow that routine on January 9th?
Yes, I did.
And did that include dropping Ziyah off
Hey, Child Diggy, what's going on?
7:15 to 7:30?
Yes.
And can you tell us what she was wearing on January 9th, 2024?
Yes, she was wearing a pair of light powdered blue jeans with a light powdered blue jacket that had
Please hit the
the
like
black-
button on the way in.
a little fur around the collar. It was like a 2-piece
Hey,
set.
Loud Pack, what's up?
And did she have a sweater on or a shirt on or something?
She had a shirt. She wore a shirt underneath it.
And you remember, did she have any other clothes with her on the 9th when you dropped her off?
She had her
Hey,
little,
Mimi.
blue sweatshirt with the little hoodie. She had that with her.
Oh, BJ with the
And
shits, what's going
Do
on?
you know how or when she got that hoodie?
I bought that hoodie for her. I guess it was in the fall sometime when I bought it. When I first, I mean, it wasn't nothing new. It was just one of her old hoodie jackets she used when she go to gym.
Okay. And in terms of, if you know, the condition of that hoodie on the 9th, was it torn, ripped, damaged in any way?
No, it was fairly really like kind of like still new because she took pretty good care of her things.
Hey, JT.
May I
What's up?
approach
Yes.
Hey, JT.
you? I'm approaching with People's Proposed Exhibit 12.
Please, Lala.
Ms. Harris, do you recognize what I just handed you?
Yes.
And is that a picture of Ziyah?
Yes.
And do you know when that picture was taken?
The same day, January the 9th, she took this picture.
Move to admit People's Proposed 12.
Any objection?
I can't believe this lady up there.
As People's Exhibit 12.
Make sure y'all hit the like button.
Have you ever needed to read or clear?
And when you dropped Ziyah off at J.E. Clark, what was the
Ooh.
routine
Wait a minute, let me
supposed to
pause
be
it for a minute.
after school was over?
Okay, well, school is over, but the bell rings.
Wait,
at
you
2.
see what BJ said?
Yeah,
She
that's why I
sounds
paused
different.
it, because we was just talking about that, BJ. So she sounds so different from when she was cursing those kids out before school. Now you give somebody a cussing of their life and then turn around and be like, come on, let's say prayer. I was on the floor.
So before we leave out, we do prayer.
We do
Like
prayer.
ladies say it.
And you know what? Somebody, if that video was out there, somebody said, "Is this the kind of praying you do? This is what you're talking about as far as praying?"
Right.
Told her what she told the girl, you got the wrong MF and coat on, all kind of stuff. I said, "Oh my goodness."
She said, "Yo, ain't going out of here with no coats on, goddamn it."
And that ain't even your damn coat. That's so and so coat. And the mother, the daughter, which is Ziyah, aunt, recording and told my her mother don't play. Oh, okay.
Right. Was that the daughter Shannon she talking about? Or was that the other one?
Because Shannon was the one that was with her most. I don't think Ziyah mother don't live with them.
Mm-hmm.
But she, she come around sometime, but she don't live there. And Shannon only, if I'm not mistaken, no, I'm about to say it wrong. So the grandmother and the rest of the kids, when you heard her say about the first house, you know why she moved from that house, right? Did you hear that?
Why she moved from that house?
She moved from that house because allegedly Ziyah was having a physical relationship with an older gentleman that has autism.
What?
So they had to move from that house to where they live currently, or where Ziyah was living currently.
They said the grandma made the boys get Mitch Mac socks. She didn't give a damn.
Damn. It don't take that much to keep the same, the pairs.
She said, as long as they got on socks, I don't give a damn.
That's
this lady
crazy.
is a mess.
She was evil. She was,
and still is. She the ringleader. That's the kicker.
Yeah. She didn't mind what was going on. I think, like I said, I think she wanted y'all or had Jarvis too. Shoot.
Ziyah was due to come home. And normally when the bell rings, 2:40, 2:45, she's getting on the bus.
And that's what she normally did on other days?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, I'm sorry.
And
yes.
what time would she normally arrive back at home?
The Ziyah would be walking in through the door maybe 3:05, no later than that.
And on January 9th, did she walk in?
Remember what time she said?
No, she did not.
And were you home when she didn't come home?
I was there for a while, but I left out to run some errands. But no, when I got to the house, she was not there.
And at that time, did you have a conversation with someone else about her not coming home, Ziyah not coming home?
Yeah, when I picked my children up from the after school program, I went in and my daughter said,
Objection to what her daughter said.
Shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the comments.
Okay, so thank you.
Just talking about what you saw and heard, and not asking for what anybody said, but did you talk to Shannon, your daughter?
yes, Shannon said she was not there.
Okay. When you got home that day on the 9th, wasn't Ziyah there?
No.
And did you eventually make a police report about her missing?
Yes, I did. Yes,
and when did you do that?
That morning when I got to school, I went up and dropped the kids off at school. I talked with the dean and the principal, and I told them that I was on my way to police station.
Okay, so you know how you listen to things a couple of times and you may grasp additional information? I already knew about her, reporting it to the school. But what just stuck with me was when she dropped the other kids off at school the next morning. Wow. So you wouldn't have went out your way to report her. I bet.
I told them that I was on my way to police station, and they told me that they would call the police, and the DPS police came there.
BJ, put your phone down.
And you said DPS, is that Detroit Public Schools?
Yeah.
And did you talk to an officer?
Wait a minute, I got a pause. BJ,
yes,
put your phone down.
JD Park physically at that point?
Not
like casino. Not the casino.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, you done for the night. You are the casino. I'm just saying. Oh my God, but that's believable though. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Right, it ain't too far fetched.
Right.
Yes.
And you said that morning, are you talking about the morning of the 10th?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Was Ziyah active on social media, if you know?
Well, as far as I know, she was.
Here come the lies.
I mean, there were times that she was sneaking, go on it, you know. Yeah, she was.
Okay. And did you keep track of her social media pages like TikTok or Facebook or anything like that?
I tried. A lot of times, you know, I would take her phone and stuff from her, you know, so, you know, to keep her from being on there, you know.
And after the 9th, did you ever see any posts made by Ziyah?
I didn't see any posts. Most of the time, you know, if there was a post or
Yeah,
something.
the judge ain't trying to hear that shit.
My
Ain't
daughter
trying
or
to hear
someone
none of
that called me and tell me.
Have you ever heard, after the 9th, any communication or seen Ziyah?
Mm-mm.
When, is that a no?
No,
And when you dropped her off on the 9th at school at J.E. Clark, was that the last time you saw her?
That's the
Yes.
grandma, Mimi,
They won't-
her guardian.
This thing and hold.
That's their
just to
grandmother.
follow up, I did forget to ask this. Her bus stop, how far from your house was that in walking distance?
5 minutes.
Do you know where the location that she got dropped off at was, the address or the intersection?
Right there at a 3 Mile Drive in Cornwall.
And that's 5 minutes from your house?
Yeah.
And did Ziyah have any?
Yeah, she is
nicknames
the
that you
ringleader, DJ.
Where her family called her Tutter, but I've always called her Glamorous. I've been calling her ever since she was born.
called her? Is it Glamour?
Glamorous.
Oh. They have one more objection.
Yes. You said Tuda?
Tutter.
Tuda.
Mm-hmm.
I have no further objection.
Okay, Ross.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
He can't believe what he hearing, but he got to do his job.
Now, you are Ziyah's maternal grandmother, correct?
Correct.
You're also her adopted parent, correct?
Correct.
And you said you adopted her in 2016?
Yeah. Should have been 16.
Okay. Is her birth mother still around?
She is.
Okay. Does she have a relationship with her?
No.
She doesn't have any type of relationship, no contact with her that you know of?
Well, let me say this. I don't deal with my daughter, so she really didn't
They all
have
fell
any
already.
contact with Ziyah like that. She only came around now and then.
Okay. And you testified that you currently stay on Bedford Street?
Yes,
In fact, I think you testified you lived on 2 houses on Bedford Street.
correct.
Right. And did Ziyah have friends on Bedford Street that you were aware of?
She had friends, but her friends didn't live on Bedford.
Okay. Do you know if she ever,
But you can see right through a lying person.
No,
Right.
did she ever spend the night at any of these friends' houses?
no,
And at your prior neighborhood, did she have friends that she may have spent the night over?
no.
And the judge see right through the BS.
You indicated that there are approximately 6 children in the house.
Well, not now. When he asked me about the address,
Yes.
I lived at 2 houses, which is on the same street of Bedford.
Okay.
Okay, so the house that we lived in before, it was my children and my daughter's children.
Your daughter being Shannon,
No, Marquita.
Marquita.
Mhm.
Okay.
She know where they getting at. Tell the people what we need to know.
And did Ziyah have?
Well, Marquita is the
close
twin
relationship with
sister,
any of
right?
these children?
Mm-mm.
She was close with my granddaughter, one of my granddaughters, yeah.
Which granddaughter is that?
Ziyah. I mean, Janiyah.
Okay.
All of their names are similar.
Said she gonna shake that wig online so hard.
And Ziyah is Shannon's daughter?
Yes,
Y'all
That would
crazy.
be Jarvis's daughter as well, correct?
correct.
Mm-mm-mm.
And at your Bedford Street address, how many adults live there?
Just me and Shannon.
Okay. When did Shannon move in?
I'm sorry.
When did Shannon move in to Bedford?
Oh,
Just her and Shannon, the two adults that live in the house.
Back in
And Shannon is the baby mom.
last October or something.
That would be October of 23.
Yeah,
So in January of 24, she was there, correct?
mm-hmm.
Sorry, is that a yes?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And you indicated that Ziyah participated in social media?
She did participate in social media. She was on social media a lot of times when she wasn't supposed to be.
So did you see her post or did you follow her post?
I didn't see her really posting anything. I mean, at times when I did check, I didn't find anything.
Okay.
And most of the time, if she did post something, my daughter's one would, let me know, if she posted something. Right.
So you don't know who her social media friends were?
The only person that I know that was one of her classmates that she would post little things with one of her little classmates.
Okay.
That's what I said,
But it's fair
BJ.
to say there are some things you did not know.
Yeah, well, something, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm so aggravated, Mimi. Look at her hair.
Y'all crazy.
Well, that's what you said. Miss Me Jarvis probably was doing her
Y'all
grandmother.
crazy on that.
Now, you indicated that
BJ
you drove Ziyah to school every day, correct?
Correct.
Who else went to school in Ziyah?
My other two children, Shannon's
Well,
children.
Mickey got a crush on
And
her.
what type of student was Ziyah?
Nazar was a very good student, very manable, very outgoing. She got good grades.
And y'all failed her.
Pimped
her out.
The teachers had no problem with her. They really liked Nazar. Nazar got along with just about anybody. She was very likable.
Did she have any disciplinary problems?
No.
Do you recall her ever getting into a fight?
She did.
One fight, more than one fight?
There was a young lady that she had a couple of, consultations with in school. And it was like an ongoing situation.
Okay. And when did this first start?
I'm not quite sure when it started, but it was like off and on, with this particular schoolmate that she had.
And this is for her current school, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that look on her face, y'all.
It's just something about her I don't like.
Did Ziyah participate
Look
in
like Master Splinter.
extracurricular activities? Was she on band or anything?
She liked it. Gym, robotics, art. I mean, she liked a lot of things that she was, involved in,
And would any of these things cause her to have stayed after school?
The only time she stayed after school is when she wanted to be enrolled in the after school program.
That you took her out of.
That she ain't worth to have no parts in.
She was isolating her.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to step back a moment. We asked you about her social media. You said there were some things that you weren't aware of on social media, correct? Did you ever check her direct messages?
Like I said, I did, but when I did, there was nothing on there.
There was nothing.
No.
Okay. Did you monitor any of her conversations?
Yeah, I would, go check,
Okay.
But like I said, a lot of times, I took Nazia's tablet, from her, at one point, so there was really nothing that I knew of that she was on unless she got somebody's
And they
cell
ain't
phone or
seen
something,
Okay. So you did mention that she had a tablet. How many devices did she have that allowed her to connect to social media?
She only had that one tablet that I had bought her. And like I said, I took that tablet and put that tablet up.
Hold on one moment, y'all. I do have a question that I did ask in one of my videos. I only had one child that had, like, I guess what you call them, like the school issue laptops and tablets and stuff. From my understanding, there's a lot that you can't download. So how was, they said that the Text Now app and everything was on the school issue tablet. How, Sway? Detroit, they letting them just download anything?
That's what I'm saying, because it is a lot of sites that are prohibited on them laptops. They cannot do
And one of them is
anything.
damn sure social media. So how was, like, where this was going on? She had something else and y'all knew she had it. Because there's no way. A whole Text Now feed, that was a Text Now feed from all those text messages that they are reading now. That was on a Text Now app. She even told Jarvis in those text messages that she needed a new phone. So she had something where somebody knew that these things were downloaded, and I honestly do not believe it was a school issue tablet.
It wasn't.
Thank you. They
It wasn't.
bugging. We all slow though. We all stupid. That's crazy.
So on January 9th, you took her to school, correct?
Correct.
And you said it was her and two of your other children that went to school?
My two other children and my daughter's children. I dropped them all off.
Right, Amber. Make it make sense.
And you said that you noticed that she did not come home at her normal time.
Correct.
All right. You did not call the police then, correct?
No. Driving around looking for her.
Hold on.
My daughter reached out to some of her classmates.
All right, let's get into what Amber is saying. So she said my daughter had 30 laptops in my house. She was jailbreaking them for classmates. It can be done.
And I could see that too, because nowadays they do know how to get into certain things. So I could see that happening too.
That makes a lot of sense, because the stuff that she, had on there, she had a whole Instagram where the aunt said that she, matter of fact, I saw the Instagram. She's subbed to the aunt. So I don't see how all that, because I used to listen to music. We all listened to music at 13 years old. But she was doing all that stuff and all in the camera, like she was actually talking to somebody and this, that, and the other. And y'all didn't find a problem with that? Like, y'all really didn't find a problem with that? I don't get it. But let's move on.
Make sure y'all hit the like button.
Nothing. And that morning, I got up. And like I said, I went straight to the school.
Straight to the school. Wait a minute. Didn't I say she didn't call y'all? Didn't I say she didn't call? But she's at the press conference asking the public to call.
And she goes straight to the school.
And you went to the school, and that's your granddaughter. But you want everybody to call the police, and you couldn't even do that. It only
like I said, she called the police on the way to the school to say, meet me at the school because my granddaughter ain't, she didn't call a cop.
Let me tell you something. If I was that principal and you came in there telling me your child was missing since 3:15 the day before, I'm going to find a way to lock you up too. That's crazy. That's crazy. That grandmother
And she said that's not her normal shit. She's not no runaway, so
right. That was and they said from the school to her home was less than 15 minutes. Y'all didn't realize she was missing until 6 o'clock when the other children asked for her and Shannon was home. Oh, I didn't realize she was gone until 6 o'clock. In today's world, 3 hours is a forever for a child. How y'all didn't realize she wasn't home? It's crazy.
Police station to make the report, and they called the police from there. DPS police came to the school.
So the first report you made to the police was the next morning?
Yes.
Do you know approximately what time?
School starts at 7:30, so I got there at 7:30. They got there about, I don't know, maybe 8.
So you didn't go to the precinct, you went to the school, and the school called the police?
Yes, they called the police because I was getting ready to leave, and the dean said, "No, stay here." She said, "And we'll call the police."
Where she blaming y'all? So where she was going? Where she said she was getting ready to leave.
Right, and the dean said, "Hold on, you stay right here because I need to call the cops."
Yeah. Where she was going to play bingo? Where she was going?
No.
She was going to get a pack of Newports and some scratch offs. Where she was going?
She wasn't going to look for her. Wow.
Bugging.
Now, you mentioned that you are familiar with Mr. Butts, correct?
I know Mr. Butts.
Okay. And he dated your daughter, Shannon, correct?
Listen to this,
correct.
They did have 5 children, correct?
Correct.
And did all the children stay with you and Shannon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, without,
right.
I don't want to give too much detail on the kids. What were the mix of the kids, boys and girls?
What up, Smitty?
Can you repeat that?
What were the mix of the kids, boys and girls?
Well, I have a boy and girl, and Shannon has her 3 boys and her 2 girls.
So she had 3 boys and the 2 girls. Okay. And at any time, now I think you did indicate that Mr. Butts would come over and I think you said he would rarely come in, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But he would come in on occasion, correct?
Not really on occasions, because most of the time when he came in, he would pull up in my driveway and my daughter would go out to the truck, and a lot of times the kids will go out to the truck. So it was very rare if he ever came in my house.
I call Cap. I don't believe it. That man
She lying.
They kept talking about the basement. It was the basement of her house that they were seeing each other in. And homeboy said that he went in her room and stole her underwear. Let's come on, let's be real. And
that lady know he was in that house.
She was also telling him to go ahead and put things in the bathroom for her. Now it was best that she said, well, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't allowed in my house. Now, whether he was there when I wasn't home, I don't know. But you're going to say that he wasn't there. He knew the whole layout of your house. Talking about this person sleep. He asking who sleep, this, that, and the other. He's sneaking in. Come on.
Why was he not allowed at her house? Why do she think he was not at her house?
He got them papers on him, but I don't think the mother had a problem with what was going on, because when he got out of jail for doing that other mess to that first child, soon as he got out, he met Shannon. Shannon's saying she's 19. The word on the street is she was 16, and she said out her own mouth that she was giving him a second chance, just like society does. Come on. Come on. Come on.
So she knew about it.
Come on. And you have 5 children with a dude that like children? That's crazy.
She said, so what, did Shannon make those 5 kids in the driveway?
Probably so, or in the basement.
Or in that damn basement.
In the basement. He know that basement, because the basement was also where he tried to corner Naziah's friend that was petting a dog down there. He went in down there behind her. She ran upstairs, tell Shannon. Shannon called the cousin and tell the cousin what happened. The cousin tells Shannon to call the cops. Shannon says she was. That next January, the cousin asked about it, and Shannon never called. Shannon knew what was up and knew he had a problem with children. But that self-esteem is at the bottom of her shoe. It wouldn't allow her to do nothing.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Her and her sister round there looking like Raphael and Donatello, and that grandmother was Master Splinter. Let's get on. Let's move on.
And you indicated that you were close. I'm sorry, you were close with Ziyah?
Yes.
Can you think of any reason that Ziyah would not share information with you?
No. Ziyah would come to me and talk to me all the time.
Okay.
If something was bothering her, or if she had a bad day in school, she'll come to me and we'll sit and talk about it. I always kept the door open for communication with Ziyah.
Pause. I thought they get sworn in before they sit there and talk their shit.
And she just sitting up there lying. That little girl
lying. She is lying. She did not realize that cop already read all them texts. She already said that her grandmother keep her in the house. She ain't fool with you. She ain't like you so bad that she telling the man the size of your private part. Like, let's come on, man. This pissing me off.
She respected her. She was scared of her a little bit because she kept saying,
she did not like her. Whether you like
she ain't like her.
Right. She respected her, but she ain't like her. Come on now.
It was really all of my children. So she always felt free, to come to me and sit down and talk to me about whatever.
So if something was frustrating Ziyah, she would come with you?
She would. I know of, yes.
All right. If something was scaring Ziyah, she would come to you.
If something was bothering her or she was frustrated about something, she'll come to me and say, "Hey, Nana, can I talk to you?"
Yeah, if there was any medical condition.
We all know that's a lie too. She had a physical relationship with a man of 42 years old since she was 12, and she ain't say nothing to you, Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that Ziyah wasn't with all of that stuff that was going on in there, because he did say, "I'm getting used to you telling me no."
Mm-hmm. That means the aunt always gave it up, sucked his dick, whatever he said she did.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, no, she wasn't comfortable with that. She was made to feel as if she was comfortable, but she wasn't comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, "I'm used to you telling me no." What he thought he was? Keith Sweat? Like, come on. That's crazy. It's a whole
Keith
child.
Sweat.
You know that
Talking
song,
to her
"There
like
You Go Telling Me No Again."
like she a grown woman.
Like she a grown woman. I'm talking to her like a grown. Talking about, "You mind, body, and soul." Nigga, what? I would need to know where was the real men around there, because somebody should have put hands and feet on him.
The whole family need to be in jail. Absolutely.
Need hands and feet on him.
And I believe, and what BJ said right here, he said they're going to get her later. He believed with charges of child neglect and endangering children.
As they should. As they should. And I'm waiting for the foster kid out of there to pull them kids out of the home. Because now the brother done spoke out. He ain't say much, but you can tell the way he talked, he wasn't raised in a household with some sense. They all need to be without pass and go and collecting collecting 200. They all need to be in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they know where this little girl body is.
They know too.
And also him and the what's the name, King, the business partner.
Mm-hmm.
They was rotting around the day she went missing. These men are mechanics. They know where to go to the junk yards and stuff like that to flatten them cars up.
So you mean to tell me you think the business partner know where she at?
First, let me just play devil's advocate. So you got a a level-headed man, don't like children, not like no freaky stuff. He may got a bunch of women, oh well, but they all over 18. You see homeboy bringing this child to your job on a regular and you ain't looking crazy? Like, yo, what's up with that? And if you look at the interrogation footage, Jarvis was real matter of fact how he talked about his conquest with women. And King said he used to come to him with women's stuff. You mean to tell me he ain't either slip or thought it was bold to say anything about Ziyah? I don't know too many men gonna hang with another dude that always got his 13-year-old niece around. Especially if they don't like little girls. All right, well, I see you when you finish with your niece. Just get up with me, call me. What you hanging with her for? Like, come on. Yeah, they was by some water, but they said they ain't find nothing in the water. They gotta look again.
They need to look again.
They need to look
They
again.
getting close.
Cause that's where they found the bloody clothes at, right? By the water. And they was looking for another pair of sneakers, and she had on them Jordan 1s. And the brother told them that because he gave them a picture of her wearing the ones, but they was looking for some blue and white sneakers, from my understanding. This all a mess.
He said, I don't trust the brother either. He probably did something to her.
Now, he online talking about he need that GoFundMe they got. He need that bread.
And the crazy thing is, she probably right up under their nose. They said they think they getting real close. So
where y'all think she at? Did they ever say that
probably
they actually went through the grandmother's house though? Was the grandmother's house thoroughly investigated?
She ain't in the grandma's house. I don't think they thoroughly went in there. I don't think they think that's a place they would bury it. They need to go back around that water somewhere where the clothes was at.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's move on. Right, this is a bit much.
She would come
Y'all
to you
for pulling up on us.
regarding that.
I believe she would, yes.
You take her to the hospital, take her to the doctor.
Yes, paradise.
Just a moment.
Why is
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Can you redirect?
Ms. Harris, I just have a couple more questions for you. When Mr. Riggins was asking you questions,
It was to throw him off.
Yeah,
Mr.
that's
Butts
what
would come and sit in his car, right, outside your house?
Yes,
And he said that the kids would go out to the car.
yes.
Which kids would go out to the car?
His kids.
Would Ziyah ever go with his kids out to the car?
If Shannon was out there, she would.
Well,
And Mr. Riggins
So
also
that wasn't
asked
like
you about the tablet that you bought for Ziyah. Do you
Yes.
remember those questions?
Yes.
And when, if you can remember, narrow that down, when did you buy that tablet for her?
I bought that tablet for her one Christmas. I think it was in 22 when I bought that tablet, at the end of 22 when I bought that tablet for her.
So December of 22.
Yeah, I think that when I bought that tablet.
So she would have had that tablet for roughly just over a year then, correct?
Correct.
And did Ziyah also have access to a cell phone?
The only cell phone she had access to was one of the cell phones when my oldest daughter came to visit me. She gave to Ziyah, but she could only use it by Wi-Fi.
You said your oldest daughter, is that Ziyah's biological mother?
Yes.
Okay. And through, what's your oldest daughter's name?
Kenya Harris.
Through Kenyatta Harris, Ziyah got access to a phone?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Uh, the mom probably had a feeling something was going on.
Right.
They probably took the phone from her.
Mr. Reagan's also asked you about Ziyah staying after school. You said that there was an after-school program she was involved in.
Yes.
On
Her
January
biological
9th
mom is around.
and in January of 24.
Yeah, she's around. She's addicted to drugs, I believe. She doesn't live there, but she comes around. She's dealing with her own demons as well.
But apparently, this happened to her too when she was a
Correct.
child. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Was she still involved in that program?
No, I took her out of it because she was having problems with one of her schoolmates at that time. The same person that he asked me about before that she didn't get along with.
The same person Mr. Reagan's asked you?
Absolutely.
And so on the 9th, she was not supposed to stay after school? Correct?
No, she was supposed to come straight home.
And when she didn't come home, you said that you were driving around looking for her, correct?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what efforts you made on the 9th to
Tell us
locate
some more
her?
lies.
When I went to the school to go pick my son and daughter up because they were also in the after school program, picked them up, went back to the house. I thought she was there, and when I got to the house and I found out that she wasn't there, I got back in the car and I went back up to the school.
I want to ask y'all a quick question. Did you hear she just said that a son and daughter was at the after school program? That meant all three of them was in this program together. Why would you just take, even though Ziyah had a problem with somebody there, she actually also had protection because she had two cousins there. So why did you just take her out and leave them two there? This don't make sense to me. This don't make sense.
It's not adding up.
It's not adding up at all.
And by that time, nobody was there. Nobody was at the school. So now, I'm kind of like, I'm frustrated. Now I'm going like, because whenever she wants to stay after school or do something, she would always call me. Well, hey, Nana, can I stay after school? Well, she would call one of her TTs. Hey, TT, can I stay after school? So that wasn't my person. I'm really frustrated now. So now I go back to the house and I'm talking to my daughter, Shannon.
I want to stop you right there because I don't want to go into what anybody else said.
Okay.
But you went back to the school. Nobody was at the school. You went back to the house. Ziyah is still not there, correct?
Correct.
Did you go back out looking for her after that?
I did.
Where did you go looking?
I was driving around in the neighborhood, everywhere. I'm just looking, just like hoping I'll see her,
This lady is lying. Trying to save somebody, probably the daughter, because the daughter probably had parts in getting rid of her. With the guy.
You see what MMPD
on the 9th when you were looking for her? Let me ask it this way: did you know Ziyah to go to Mr. Butts' place of work to assist him with anything there?
Yes, there was a couple of times that she went with his daughter and they went up there to go
Please hit the
clean
light
up in the shop.
And how would they get
support the host?
He would come and pick them up.
And was that in that white truck that you talked about?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And did you yourself know where Mr. Butts worked at?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know where is that?
It was Frank's shop located on Warren, East Warren.
And is that the last place that you knew him to work, or did you know him work somewhere else?
I knew him to work there, and then the shop moved to a different location.
Did you know where that new location was?
Personally, no.
Okay. And did you ever, on the 9th, did you ever try and go to Mr. Butts' place of
Promo alert. Today is Lena Love Leather. Make sure y'all go follow her on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button, comment, and let her know I sent you. Also, follow her on TikTok. She just dropped some new soap called Sunshine, made of cocoa butter. And when I tell you, y'all already know, she the one to go to for the soap. Y'all better make sure you tap in. The link will be down in the comment section. Promo alert, promo alert.